Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here. I just don't really know what else to do with my day right now, so why not upload another video of Minecraft, right? So, last episode, I think, we were in the end, right? Yeah, we were in the end. I already put everything away and all that good stuff. We're in the end. I saved a villager at some point. I don't remember when I did that. It wasn't on camera. But we were in the end. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a whole bunch of shulker stuff, so as you can see, I got more shulker boxes here. I got a bunch in my inventory. Just trying to make do with what I got here. I have a whole bunch of boxes everywhere with random stuff. And I'm running out of space, so I knew I was going to need a whole bunch of these in order to conserve space in these chests. But basically, I got this villager here. I've never done trades with the cleric, so let's do some trades with the cleric. Good thing we have plenty of rotten flesh to actually execute on these trades, because I didn't know what else to do with all this rotten flesh. It was just kind of sitting here. No idea what these guys have to offer, but you know, we might as well trade with them all just to figure it out, right? Because at some point we're going to have to learn and figure it all out. Interesting. Gold for an emerald. That's actually a really good trade, I think. I would say so. Let's do some of those. Man, he blends in right there, almost like against the wall. I didn't even see him. I thought he walked out of the dang room. All right, gold trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, look at that. He's going to the next level already. Let's get it. What's your next trade, Buster? All right, emerald for glowstone. That's actually not bad. Rabbit's foot for an emerald. Rabbit's foot? Can you get rabbit's feet from killing rabbits? I'm stumped. I didn't know that you could get those. I thought you only got like the pelt and the meat. That's interesting. Maybe you got to use fortune or something. It's kind of up, man. Isn't that kind of messed up that you could just take the foot off the rabbit? All right, anyways, I guess we'll just do more gold trades to get this guy up. Or out of gold trades already. Oh my god. All right. Oh, that's like nothing, brother. All right, we'll trade for glowstone, I guess. What? Wait. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, what the heck is that? Okay. Now he's a expert, I think, and then he'll be a journeyman or master. Turtle shell for emerald, emerald for ender pearls. Emeralds for ender pearls. Interesting. That should give us a decent chunk, right? Hopefully. Okay, we'll just do emeralds for ender pearls, I guess. All right. Master level. What do you have for us? What do you have? Master is offering an emerald for a bottle of enchanting and netherwort for emeralds. Okay, so looks like he's got a bunch of like apothecary type trades and stuff like that. Not too shabby. Let me put all this away real quick and then we'll figure out what the heck we're gonna do today. All right, so here's the truth of the matter. I don't really know what the heck I'm gonna do today, but what I do know is I need to go feed animals. So I'm gonna head over there, feed some animals real quick, and I'll try to think of either something to do or something to talk about. Is that going down? Sun's setting. Oh boy, let's go sleep so we don't get killed, yeah? At the time of recording this video, I recorded and uploaded Oblivion today. Actually, I recorded it 2 days ago, and now it's going up today at about 5 p.m. So first Oblivion video will be up. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that video, and please let me know in the comment section if you watched it or if you do enjoy or did enjoy or whatever I'm trying to say here. And I also have another video kitted up ready to go that I recorded, different style video that was inspired by Moist Critical. Just kind of sitting talking about a certain topic that I think is going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect everybody. It's about AI again. So if you like that one, let me know. I'm gonna just keep uploading videos because at this point, I don't want to work a normal job. I would like to do content creation all the time. If I fail, I'm willing to end up under a bridge at this point because I would much rather do something where I can make some use out of my time and feel like I'm making a difference or feel like I'm providing some entertainment or whatever. I worked another job for 3 years and I never felt like I got satisfaction, like I got the, you know, the recognition deserved. And so this is like, this is it. It's all or nothing on this. I'm pretty much done, and I would rather live under a bridge than, you know, go back to some fucking bullshit 9 to 5 where I'm completely worthless to everybody around me. Yeah, it's just one of those days. Can you hear it in the tone of my voice that I'm just fed up with fucking everything? Yeah. That's how I'm feeling today. All right, there's got to be one more cow in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, no, maybe I fed the baby. I don't know. I don't know which one I fed right there. I guess they're all been, there we go. Okay, now they're all good. But I figure I'll mention it in case nobody did watch the other video. Basically, what I saw today was something extremely interesting. So, I was watching the Critical videos, and he was talking about AI and all the crazy stuff that's going on with it. And basically, what he talked about was the fact that you can now pretty much make videos just like I'm making right now. These Minecraft videos where it's gameplay, and you have somebody like me, a creator, in the corner, except it's like a cropped face cam. You guys know what I'm talking about, that they do on like streams and stuff. I honestly don't know how to do that. That's why I don't do it. But basically, you could take a Minecraft playthrough video like this, just a raw gameplay, and you could tell AI to talk over it, you know? like narrate it basically and put a face up there, and it's going to talk and it's going to lip sync and it's going to have a whole script and everything for you, and you can just upload that video, episode 1 of Minecraft walkthrough, playthrough, whatever it is, and you can upload 200 of those a day if you really grind, right? Because AI can just make an infinite amount of them, and that is just so crazy to me. But at the same time, like, not crazy, because you know the way that the world is moving and the pace that AI is moving at, it's really not surprising that something like this can be done. But in a way, it sort of paranoids me, and it makes me wonder if everything that I'm doing here is for nothing, because at some point pretty much the entire internet is just gonna, or YouTube, like this niche is gonna be completely filled up with videos like this that are completely AI generated, and they'll be so indistinguishable from the real thing that, you know, and the thing is AI is really good at, one, it's gonna be great at editing, and two, it's gonna be great at making everything super engaging and entertaining. So am I even gonna be able to keep up? Am I gonna get just drowned out by these videos? I don't know. Quite frankly, the only thing that I got going for me is the fact that I have 100 raw episodes up that show that I'm not like an AI channel where I'm faking it or something like that. I mean, just think about that for a second. I might have started too late. This whole thing could just turn into a massive, you know, a massive failure and never go anywhere. That's kind of why I'm a negative Nancy today, I guess, or why I'm just feeling, because it's like this eye-opener where it's like, well, you can commit to it and do it and hope for the best, or you could just quit altogether and say you never tried, which I don't want to do that. But, you know, it's almost like the hope in the future is so grim, because I mean, like, at this point, the only thing making me feel better about the day is this beautiful forest that we built. I'll tell you what, man, life is just full of stressful, crazy surprises. You know what? Something I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go add some little beehives over to the forest here. We never put beehives in there, like, to cover it. We got one on the first tree that we bone mealed, but we didn't really put anything else in there. Maybe I'll just continue the path today. Maybe I'm just gonna go grab all this stuff and we'll start working on the path some more, I guess, so we can complete that whole thing. I probably will cut this video a little bit short today. I'm just gonna make it like a 20-minute video, probably something like that. I don't know. I always say that, and then it ends up being longer than I say it's going to be. But yeah, I'm just at this point, I want to pump out, you know, a lot of videos that are quality, and I don't want to spend too much time boring people like with a 40-minute video or something like that. Like Skyrim, Oblivion. That one's a crazy one, because that one took me, I mean, it's going to take a while to make those videos, so I'm going to have to figure out an efficient way of actually doing it. But yeah, most of the videos that I see are not like 30 minutes long like that one was, so I think that was almost 40 minutes long, actually. All right, let me grab my stuff, and I'll talk when we get to the forest. All right, so I think I pretty much got what I need here, so we'll start to take down this path even more, or sorry, we'll start to like build this out even more. So I'm leaning towards a cherry blossom tree somewhere in the vicinity of right here somewhere. So we got some trees to clear out here first. I guess we'll clear out some of this dirt as well. We just kind of like level this out, because this tree is going to go bye-bye anyways. Okay, let's get you chopped down. Just in case, I'm going to put this on, because odds are I'll get walked up on by a damn creeper and end up getting murked. So let's just be extra safe this time around. Not sure what the heck I'm gonna do tonight, and I still have to figure that out. I have no idea. My girlfriend's sister's coming over tonight, so I'm just gonna probably end up chilling by myself, but I don't know. All right, so right about here, I think, is probably like the best spot to put one. I'm thinking like right there. Don't know if it's even gonna grow over these other trees, but we will see. Oh, it did. Oh, and it grew like Shiite. Wonderful. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna chop this down, try again. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst locations for this tree I've ever seen, or one of the worst like setups I've ever seen. That was absolutely god-awful terrible. I'll tell you what though, these trees produce a ton of saplings. I don't know what it is about this tree in particular, but these ones, they just produce so many freaking saplings, man. I don't know if it's because the biomes are more limited, and so they wanted to grant you, you know, more saplings in case you chop down an entire forest and don't get any, but that's crazy, man. So many saplings from that. All right, let's try this again, please. Better tree. There we go. This is the way. We wanted it coming this way. That is much better. All right, it's not ideal, but it's still better. Okay, leaning towards putting another one right here, so we're gonna have to chop this guy down. I guess we'll let the leaves disappear kind of on their own if possible. We already have a spot cleared out for another tree right here. We also have a little like path type thing that we could reconnect up to another campsite up there. We're gonna need a tree on the opposite side of the street here, of the street. Another note, we are slowly but steadily approaching 500 subs, so we're getting pretty close now. We are, I don't remember how many subs we have exactly, but it's like 470 something, I think, so making like pretty decent progress towards having 500 subs, so that's great. Hopefully we can get there soon. As always, like, thank you guys for watching, subbing, all that good stuff that you guys have done. I try not to ask for it. I just don't like asking for it. But the fact that you guys do it on your own, that's what matters to me, because that'll show me that you truly do like the content. You know, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like it when, you know, people go, oh, please sub to me, or, you know, like and sub, it's free, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't mind that. I'll probably start asking for it at some point, but I just kind of want to keep it to the fact that I'm not asking. Like, it doesn't need to be forced or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to be my own thing, and, you know, it's more worth it to just mention it and say, hey, you know, if you like the videos, sub, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Tell me if that shit kind of, like, makes you mad or makes you uncomfortable. I feel like it's just something everybody does, so it doesn't make people feel weird. I don't feel weird, you know, when people say it in their videos, like, addressing me as the viewer, but I don't know. Oh, look at you. Hey! Oh! Oh, no. You really got me there, didn't you? Alright, fire out. I really do like this path, though. This might be like one of my favorite builds of all time that I've ever done. For some reason, I just like it a lot. Nature calms me, even in video games. Something about it. We really need some like super interactive, nice calming VR type, you know, like programs or something, or VR, I guess games, but like, you know, apps that you could get if you have a really nice VR that just kind of puts you in a nice, pretty place, you know, where it's calm and there's nothing to worry about. That's the kind of shit that I like. That's going to happen eventually, you know, it's going to be nothing but virtual worlds like that, mark my words. And it'll be toxic when it happens, but it'll be all that we have because we're going to destroy the world that we live in. Holy crap. Wow, that was a big one. They're touching right here. Dang, brother. I didn't expect it to be that big. I wish it would have built like this way instead of this way. Gosh, darn it anyways. That tree is freaking huge, isn't it? All right, where do we put the other one? Should we put it like right there? I feel like that's still kind of close. If it goes this way, it's going to be really ugly. Maybe we should put it like right here. Give it just a little bit more space, maybe? I don't know. Let's just go here. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, it did build across like that. Well, that's okay because it connected, so it kind of looks cool. This chunk in the middle looks really freaking weird. Maybe we'll try to grow a really big like oak tree right in the middle here. That might help fill in the gap a little bit. Or I guess what we can do is we could just knock, well, we're gonna have to knock this down, I guess. We'll put like a really big tree right here. I don't know what kind of tree, but that's what we'll do. We'll leave this to disappear, and we'll just put a really massive tree right there in the middle. I like the fact that we have a taller sort of tree right there. That's nice. There's a cave under me too somewhere. I don't know what's going on in it, but there's another cave under us there. Oh, look at this. This is another perfect little spot for a lake. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna put a nice little lake right here. Lucky for me, I did bring my shulker box full of buckets, so that's cool. All right, pond is filled in. Beautiful. Kind of a weird shape. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit once we have some dirt in our inventory. I guess I could go pick up all that dirt that I threw away. It's probably still back here. Maybe not. Oh well, we'll figure that out later. We can tweak this how we want it. We're gonna need something here, trees or some sort of thing going on here. Maybe we'll plant yeah, you know what? Let's put a cherry blossom tree next to the water, and then we can fill in the rest of this with other stuff. So go with it right here. This should be plenty far away. Yep, look at that. Perfect. Just barely touches there. We can fill this in with other stuff, and it's going to overhang the water. That is perfect. Could even hang vines right down from here. That'll look really cool. Then I guess we'll put another one right here on this other side and bone meal this one. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Overhanging this. Let's go. That was a great one right there. Do we leave? Now the question is, yeah, you know what? Let's chop this one down. We're going to leave that nice birch tree there because it's a little bit taller, a little bit less uniform. Kind of, well, I guess they were both uniform, but we'll plant another cherry blossom tree like right in this section here. Man, I'll tell you what, I had a absolute blast playing Oblivion. It is so much fun. I'm probably going to commit. I'm not going to say I'm going to yet, but I'm probably going to commit to 100 episodes of that just because I love playing it so much. I mean, it's so much fun. Just even episode 1 where it was all the boring stuff happening and you're just kind of navigating the main first part of the story and whatnot. It just brought so many memories back from actually playing it the first time that I played it. So really like it, really enjoying it. And I haven't recorded the second episode for it yet, but there's gonna be more episodes to come on that for sure. I'm definitely gonna keep playing that. I'm you know, part of me right now too, like I know I've been talking about the whole streaming thing for a while, and I do think that streaming is 110% necessary. I need to stream, like no doubt in my mind. The thing is, like I'm having so many issues with this computer. I'm almost like there's somebody else that I know that wants a computer, and I'm almost leaning towards giving her this computer that I've built, and you know, like that it could be her starting computer and she can fill it in as she needs with parts, and then I might just buy a brand new one at this point because I'm pretty committed to this whole thing. I want to make content, and I think having a really good PC that's going to be able to stream and run shit well is worth the money. So yeah, I'm leaning towards doing something like that. I might just pull the trigger and go buy a brand new PC. I haven't decided yet, but I'm kind of leaning that direction. My buddy told me to do it anyways. He pretty much said like, yeah, we built you a decent PC, but you know, if you want like top of the line, it wouldn't be the worst idea to just ball out on a new one. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what's going through my head at the moment. All right, I'm gonna say another cherry blossom like right hither. I feel like that's a good little spot for it right there. Yeah, I don't mind it. Maybe let's go like one more over. I think that'll be okay. Hopefully it'll grow like in a good direction here. Nice and big and tall. There it is. Look at that. Two little bushy sides. That's what we were looking for. I guess with like this area, we could just fill in trees right now. Let's put like a birch tree here. You could put a birch tree right here. And I changed my mind once again. I'm actually gonna put one like right here and then one like right up like here. Don't want them in a line though. Staggered just slightly. And throw up another couple of them right here and another one right here. Boom. Perfect. Got a couple there. Boom. Boom. And one more. Don't do be bogus. Nice, that's perfect. And look at that. All those empty spaces just became a whole lot more clustered together. And now we can do this and do this. And it's gonna hide away everything in the backdrop and make it look a whole lot more foresty around here. I love tall grass and bone meal and all the nice little features that they've added for outdoor stuff in this game. That really helps make everything look pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how it just filled in the forest. That is just wonderful. Starting to hear mobs all over the place. We have a couple more trees to add some glowberries to though before we walk out of here. So one there and put one here. All right, look at this. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. It's overhanging. It looks all nice and pretty. Oh, we were gonna put one big tree right here. Kind of forgot about that. I might have to take these two trees down and put a big one there. I'll wait because it does look a little weird with this gap here. But I don't know. We'll see how we like it. But I might end up adding a bigger tree there. Yeah, everything looks good though. I'm liking this a lot. I really like this too, this little stream here. Like that we put a tree in the water. Maybe I'll actually do that. Oh, hey. Oh, there's no light over here on this tree? Was this one of the last trees that we put up maybe? Huh, I thought I had light on this. All right, we should definitely add some light to it. Boom. All right, there we go. We got lights now. Yeah, buddy, we still got to figure out this one here to light up this path. I don't know. Maybe I could maybe I could fit glowstone into this build somehow to light up the path and make it look all nice. There's got to be a way to do the path, right? I guess I could also, like, firefly bushes aren't going to give off light though, I don't think. But maybe what I could do here is I could put some firefly bushes underneath of the path in here, and since it's darkish, they'll like come out and you'll like be full of fireflies going down the stairs there, you know, with the little particles in the air. That's probably not a bad idea. Good thing is there's not too many mobs. Oh, look at this guy. See, he's got some kind of effect on him. I don't think I'm gonna get hit with any effect here, but he did have an effect on him. When did they add that? I don't know when that even became a part of the game. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's nighttime though. Why don't we just, I'm gonna go over here and see if I can snag myself a zombie villager to maybe, you know, halfway conclude the episode here. I know it's only been about 30 minutes. I've done a decent amount of talking though, and like I said, I want to keep the episode a little bit shorter. I want to see if the shorter episodes do better based on like retention and stuff. Like at this point, I've been getting a few hundred views for video for the most part, other than the last one that I uploaded. So our numbers have been up and pretty good since I put up episode 100. I don't know if that's just because more people saw episode 100 and were like, oh, look at all these episodes, like let's watch them. But either way, like nonetheless, I'm gonna just test it out and see if retention's better and stuff like that on a shorter video. So let's see, can we find ourselves a zombie villager before we conclude this nonsense? A nonsense shuffle. Got a whole freaking colander of frozen vegetables literally draining in the sink right now because I bought this bag from Costco, a massive bag of vegetables like peas, carrots, you know, that kind of thing, green beans, and I didn't eat it and it got so freezer burned. It was just an ice block, I think because there was a little slit in the bag, which really sucked. So I had to thaw it all out and like throw it out. So it's all sitting in a colander right now and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it because I just took out the garbage yesterday and I did like, it's edible food, right? Like me personally, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but when I have food that can be eaten, you know, by something other than me, like an animal or something. You know, if I were to like throw it outside, the animals could eat it and they'd be just fine. I would rather throw it outside than throw it in the garbage where it's going to start rotting. That's just like my thing, because I like nature, and you know, everything that's biodegradable should go back to nature somehow, not like into a garbage bag, molding and getting gross, and then, you know, just fermenting in the dump when it finally gets there. I prefer to put it outside and give it to like nature so it can be absorbed by the soil or animals or whatever. And all of this is good enough for animals to eat. Like, it's just vegetables that were frozen. It's just, I'm not going to eat it because it was so frozen. I had to run it through tap water and stuff to get it to thaw out and whatever. So like, I'm not going to eat it. But you guys get what I'm saying? I wish there was somewhere I could go like dump it, but it's just so much. It's like this whole colander full. There's nothing I could really do with it. Anyways, that's like my predicament for the day. But I'm going to go back up to the forest real quick. I just wanted to sleep there. I'm going to go back up to the forest and we're going to take a nice pretty thumbnail and then we're going to call the episode there. All right, this seems like a decent spot for a thumbnail, kind of like this, up close and personal. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. A little bit shorter this time. Like I said, I know, sorry. If you like the longer ones, my bad. It's just a little test. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the other videos I've been putting up. And yeah, as always, I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Everybody sleep tight, take care, have a good night, and I will see you then. Peace.